Have you ever had that strange feeling in a dream? That little flicker of awareness where you just know. This isn't real. It's called lucid dreaming. And for most, it's a fascinating playground for the mind. You can fly. You can conjure anything you want. You can be a superhero. It's the ultimate freedom. But what happens when that playground turns into a prison? What if you realize you're dreaming, but you can't wake up? Imagine this scenario. You're in a dream that feels perfectly normal at first. Maybe you're walking through your childhood home, or having coffee with a friend you haven't seen in years. The details are vivid, almost hyper-realistic. The smell of the coffee, the texture of the wallpaper, the exact sound of your friend's laugh. Then, something small feels off. A clock on the wall has its numbers melting. Your friend says something that makes no sense. And suddenly, it clicks. That little spark of lucidity ignites. I'm dreaming. At first, a sense of relief washes over you. Oh, this is just a dream. You might even chuckle to yourself. The argument you were having with your boss didn't happen. The embarrassing thing you just did, no one will remember. Now, for the fun part. You decide you want to fly. You focus. You concentrate. You tell yourself, I'm going to fly now. You jump, and you just land back on your feet with a soft thud. Okay, that's weird. Usually, it's easier than this. You try again, focusing harder. Nothing. You try to change the scene, to teleport to a sunny beach. You close your dream eyes, picture the sand and waves, and open them, to find yourself still in the same room. The coffee is getting cold. Your friend is staring at you, their expression now blank, empty. A little knot of unease starts to form in your stomach. Okay, this is getting a bit strange, you think. Time to wake up. This is the moment the real fear begins to creep in. Waking up from a lucid dream is usually simple for those who can do it. You can try to close your eyes and will yourself awake. You can try to fall backward in the dream. Or, a classic method, you can try to read something. In a dream, text is notoriously unstable. It will shift and change every time you look at it. You glance back at that melting clock. The numbers are now just a swirling puddle of black ink. You look at a book on the shelf, pull it out, and the title morphs from one random set of letters to another. It confirms Italiano. You are 100% dreaming. So you close your eyes tightly and you shout in your mind, wake up, now. You feel a familiar sensation, that pulling feeling, like you're being drawn up through water towards the surface of consciousness. You feel your real body in your real bed, the weight of the blanket, the softness of the pillow. You're almost there. And then you're not. You're snapped back. Your eyes fly open, and you're still in the dream room. Your friend is still there, still staring. The silence is deafening. Panic starts to set in. Real, heart-pounding panic that feels just as intense as any waking fear. Your breath quickens. Your heart hammers against your ribs. You try everything you can think of. You pinch yourself, but there's no pain. Just a dull, rubbery sensation. You shout out loud, but the sound is swallowed by the room. You run for the door, pull it open, and find yourself not in a hallway, but right back in the same room, facing the back of the chair you were just sitting in. It's a loop. This phenomenon is known as a false awakening. It's a dream within a dream, and it's incredibly disorienting. You think you've woken up. You go through your morning routine, brushing your teeth, getting dressed only to notice that something is wrong again. The toothpaste tastes like candy, while your reflection in the mirror isn't quite yours. And with a sinking heart, you realize you're still asleep. And the process repeats. You wake up again, and again, and again. Each time, the relief of waking is shattered by the horrifying realization that you're still trapped. As you remain stuck, the dream world can start to turn against you. Your subconscious, now aware of your panic, begins to project your deepest fears. The friend with the blank face might start to smile, a smile that's too wide, too sharp. The familiar house might start to decay, the walls weeping a dark substance. Shadows in the corners of your eyes start to take shape. You are no longer the master of this domain. You are its prisoner. The dream is no longer your playground. It's a personalized horror movie starring you, and you can't find the exit. You're completely isolated. No one in the waking world knows you're trapped. To them, you're just sleeping peacefully, but in your mind, you're fighting a desperate, terrifying battle. Time loses all meaning. Have you been here for minutes? Hours? Days? The logical part of your brain knows it's probably only been a few minutes of real-world time. But in the dream, it feels like an eternity. This experience, while terrifying, is a powerful reminder of how little we truly understand about consciousness and the human mind. The dream world is a reflection of our inner selves, our hopes, our anxieties, our deepest secrets. Being trapped in one is like being locked in a room with a distorted mirror, forced to confront the strangest and scariest parts of yourself without an escape. So what happens next? Eventually, something has to give. Maybe the sheer exhaustion of the panic finally causes your brain to give in, and you wake up for real. You'll gasp for air, drenched in sweat, your heart racing. The room will be your actual bedroom, solid and real. The morning light will feel like a miracle. You'll touch your own face, the floor, the wall, just to confirm it's over. The relief is so profound, it's almost painful. 4 days, even weeks after, the memory can haunt you. You might become afraid to go to sleep, terrified of falling back into that prison. Every time you close your eyes, you might have a flash of that melting clock or that unnerving smile. The line between what's real and what's not feels dangerously thin. While a truly inescapable dream like this is extremely rare, the feelings it evokes are very real for people who experience sleep paralysis or recurring nightmares. It highlights our fundamental need for control and the primal fear of losing it. So, the next time you find yourself waking from a strange dream, take a moment to appreciate the simple, solid reality around you. Appreciate the ability to open your eyes and know, for certain, that you are awake. Because somewhere, in the infinite landscape of the mind, the opposite can be a terrifying possibility. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mind. If you find these kinds of thought experiments fascinating, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. Stay curious and sleep well.